Hey everyone, ready to take a deep dive with us into the world of cybersecurity solutions?
Let's do it.
I know cybersecurity can feel like alphabet soup sometimes, right? EDR, XDR, MDR, NDR, so many acronyms.
Yeah, it can definitely be a bit overwhelming.
But today we're going to decode all of that. We're going to cut through the jargon and get to what really matters.
Exactly. What these solutions actually do, how they work, and why you should care.
Perfect. And to make things easy, we're breaking it down into four key areas: endpoint protection, managed security services, extended detection and response, and those network guardians we call network-based defenses.
Sounds like a plan.
So let's start with something we all use every single day, our devices, our laptops, our phones, our tablets. They're basically the front lines of our digital lives these days, right?
Absolutely.
And that's where endpoint detection and response, or EDR, comes in.
hmm
Imagine your device as your own personal castle. EDR is like having a whole team of guards posted at every entry point, every gate, every window. Heck, even that secret underground tunnel you forgot about.
I love that analogy. EDR solutions are constantly monitoring your devices for any signs of trouble. Think of it as a security system that never sleeps, always watching for any suspicious activity.
Like someone trying to download a shady file or a program trying to access information it shouldn't.
Exactly. EDR is on the case. It catches those red flags, analyzes them, and even takes action to protect your device before any real damage is done.
Like it's a digital bodyguard.
Yeah,
But it's not just about recognizing known threats, is it? It can also use what's called behavioral analysis to detect those brand new, never-seen-before attacks, right?
that's right. EDR learns the normal behavior of your device and the user. Let's say you usually check your email in the morning, maybe browse social media a bit, and then get to work.
Sounds about right.
But then, all of a sudden, there's a huge spike in file downloads, or a program is trying to access sensitive data it's never touched before. EDR will flag that, like, hold up, something's fishy here.
It's like EDR can sense when someone's trying to pull a fast one.
Yeah.
And speaking of impressive, we at Stonefly are so passionate about this technology that we've integrated EDR into our DR365V appliance.
Absolutely. Our appliance has this cool feature called inline entropy analysis, which scans your data during backups and looks for any signs of malware. It's like a specialized security checkpoint just for your backups.
And that's critical because those backups are your lifeline if something goes wrong.
Exactly. We want to make sure that data is protected no matter what.
And it doesn't stop there,
Yeah.
right? Our appliance also uses something called file system activity analysis
Right.
to detect any suspicious changes to files or deletions. It's like having a detective constantly examining your files, looking for the tiniest clues.
Very true.
If you want to find out more about how we integrated EDR into our appliances, you can contact us at sales@stonefly.com or visit our website at www.stonefly.com. But for now, let's move on to our next cybersecurity all-star, managed detection and response, or MDR. So if EDR is like having guards at your castle, MDR is like having a whole security team on call 24/7.
It's a perfect way to put it because not every organization has the resources or the know-how to build their own in-house security team. So MDR fills that gap. It's like having access to cybersecurity experts whenever you need them, constantly monitoring your systems, looking for threats, and ready to respond to any security incident.
So instead of just software, you have actual humans watching over your digital domain, right? Well, what do they actually DO all day? I mean, they're not just hanging out waiting for an alarm to go off, are they?
No, definitely not. They're actively monitoring your systems for any problems. Think of it like security cameras and motion sensors, but instead of your house, it's like your entire digital world. These pros are analyzing all the network traffic, they're going through those log files and looking for any clues that might point to a security breach.
So, like digital detectives, you mentioned threat hunting earlier. Does that mean they're actively looking for threats even if, nothing has set off any alarms?
Exactly. It's all about being proactive instead of reactive. So instead of waiting for something bad to happen, they're constantly on the offensive, searching for those hidden threats and vulnerabilities. They might be analyzing network traffic for anything unusual, setting up what we call honeypots to lure in attackers and study what they do, or even pouring through those dense log files that would make most people's eyes cross.
That's amazing. It must be comforting to know there's someone out there that dedicated to cybersecurity. So with MDR, you're basically getting the experts to handle your security, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting a team of real people who are dedicated to your security. And they're always learning new things and adapting and improving their methods so they stay one step ahead.
It's like having your own personal cyber army. That's so cool. Okay, so we've talked about EDR, protecting those devices, and MDR, which gives you a whole security squad. But now get ready for this, because it gets really interesting. We're moving on to extended detection and response, or XDR. It's like taking all those security guards from EDR and, I don't know, giving them superpowers,
Oh, yeah.
and then connecting them all to some central intelligence hub that can see absolutely everything happening across your whole digital world.
That's a great way to describe it. XDR takes cybersecurity to a whole new level. Instead of just focusing on those individual devices or even your network, it brings together security data from all across your organization. Like we're talking devices, networks, cloud services, applications, everything. And then it uses incredibly powerful analytics to connect the dots and see the bigger picture.
So it's not just about seeing individual threats then. It's about understanding how those threats might be connected and seeing the patterns that would normally stay hidden.
Exactly. Let's say an attacker is trying to sneak into your network by sending a phishing email to one of your employees. They click a bad link and bam, there's malware on their device. EDR would probably catch that, but XDR would go so much further, it would track the whole thing. The email, what links were clicked, keep an eye on the device to see if it's been compromised, and even analyze all the network traffic to see if any data is being taken. It's like having a security team that can rewind and see exactly what the attacker did and then predict what they might try next.
Wow, that's really incredible. It's like a crystal ball for cybersecurity, except instead of magic, it uses data and analytics to show you everything that's happening. I bet that kind of visibility is crucial for stopping those multi-stage attacks that are becoming more and more common.
You got it. XDR is amazing at detecting and responding to those super sophisticated attacks that might slip past the usual security measures. It's like having a backup layer of protection made to catch the stealthiest attackers.
That's mind-blowing. We've gone from guards at the gate to a full-on security team to this, like, super-powered intelligence hub. Speaking of keeping a close eye on everything, let's move on to our final cybersecurity solution today, network detection and response, or NDR. If you think about your network as a busy highway, NDR is like having those traffic cameras, sensors, and a whole bunch of traffic cops watching over everything that's happening.
Uh-huh, I like that. NDR is all about looking at network traffic in real time to look for any signs of trouble. It's like a team that can see every single car on the highway, track their speed, their route, and even what kind of cargo they're carrying. And if anything looks off at all, they can step in right away and prevent an accident.
So what kind of accidents are we talking about? What are some examples of things NDR might pick up on?
Well, imagine there's a sudden surge of data leaving your network. That could be data exfiltration, where someone's trying to make off with all your sensitive information. Or maybe NDR sees a device on your network, talking to a known bad server. That could be a sign the device is infected and being controlled remotely by an attacker. NDR can even see those more subtle things like strange communication patterns or devices trying to get into parts of the network they shouldn't be in.
It's like it knows what normal traffic looks like on your network and flags anything out of the ordinary.
Right, exactly. It's like knowing that there's usually a steady stream of traffic on the highway during rush hour, but then it suddenly comes to a standstill. Something's not right. And NDR does the same thing. It looks for those unusual patterns and then alerts you so you can look into it.
That's amazing. But I bet analyzing all that data in real time takes some seriously advanced technology.
It really does. A lot of NDR solutions use machine learning to sift through mountains of data and spot those subtle patterns that even a trained human analyst might not catch. They actually learn what's normal for the network and flag anything that deviates from that.
It's like having a digital bloodhound, sniffing out those tiny trails that might lead to a cyber attack.
Speaking of sniffing out threats, you know what else uses some pretty impressive technology? Our very own DR365V appliance.
Oh, absolutely. We've put so much work into developing this appliance, and we're always improving it to handle the latest threats. We're really proud of what we've built and confident it can protect your data. If you want to learn more about our DR365V appliance and its security features, you can check out our website at www.stonefly.com or reach out to us at sales@stonefly.com. Perfect. Well, we've covered a ton of information today, haven't we? We talked about EDR, which protects those individual devices, MDR, which is like having a whole security team on your side, XDR, which connects everything in your organization, and then NDR, which keeps a close watch on network traffic. Sounds like each one has its own way of handling cybersecurity.
They really do. And the great thing is they can work together to create a really strong multi-layered defense. It's like building a cybersecurity fortress, with multiple walls and guard towers and a moat and everything.
So it's not about picking just one. It's about putting together the right set of solutions that work together for a total security strategy.
Exactly. And that's where things get interesting because every organization is different. Some might be all about that endpoint protection, while others need more help managing a really complex security environment. It just depends on what you need and the risks you face.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not one size fits all. So for someone listening to all this and thinking, okay, great information, but where do I even start? What advice would you give them?
That's a good question. First off, don't freak out. Cybersecurity can seem like a lot, but it's important to just take a step back and figure out what you need. What's the size of your organization? What kind of data do you handle? What industry are you in? What's your budget like? All that good stuff.
Right. Because those are the things that are going to determine what kind of security solutions make the most sense.
Exactly. Once you have a handle on what you need, you can start exploring your options. Do some research, talk to other businesses like yours, and maybe even talk to a cybersecurity expert. But whatever you do, don't wait. Cybersecurity is an investment, and it's worth it.
Yeah, it's like they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Investing in cybersecurity now can really save you a lot of trouble and money down the line. But I know this can all feel kind of overwhelming, all these different solutions and acronyms. You're probably listening and thinking, okay, this is all great, but where do I even begin?
I get it. It can feel like walking into a giant cybersecurity store with a million different products and you don't know where to look. But you don't have to figure it out on your own.
Exactly. And you don't have to pick just one solution either, right? Remember how we talked about multi-layered defenses? It's like building a fortress with different kinds of guards and walls and watchtowers.
Right. It's all about finding that right mix of solutions that fits your needs. Let's say you're a smaller company that's just getting started. You might focus on protecting your employees' devices with EDR. Then as you grow and your needs change, maybe you bring in MDR to get that expert monitoring around the clock.
And if you start working with really sensitive data or moving things to the cloud or have more complicated IT systems, then XDR might be a good idea. Like having that main control center to keep an eye on everything that's happening.
Exactly. And of course, NDR is essential for anyone who wants to watch their network traffic carefully, especially because there are so many sneaky attacks that try to slip past those traditional firewalls.
It's like having those extra eyes watching for anything suspicious to make sure nothing gets through. The key is to understand what each solution is best at and how they all can fit together to create the perfect security plan for you.
And remember, we at Stonefly are all about helping any organization, no matter how big or small, create a really solid cybersecurity foundation.
That's right. We're not just selling products here, we're offering solutions. We've worked so hard to create cybersecurity solutions that really work, that you can count on, and that are simple to use.
And we're always here to help you make sense of it all, answer your questions, and find those perfect solutions.
Exactly. If you're interested in learning more about our DR365V appliance and how it can help you improve your security, you can check out our website at www.stonefly.com or contact us at sales@stonefly.com.
We're always happy to talk and help you find just what you need.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into cybersecurity solutions, I want to leave you with this. In a world where those threats are always changing, the best defense is a proactive one.
It's not enough to just react to attacks as they happen. You have to be a step ahead, thinking about those threats in advance and putting the right measures in place to keep your organization safe.
And with the right knowledge and tools, you can be confident when it comes to cybersecurity. So stay curious, stay informed, and stay safe out there.
You got it. Knowledge is power, and when it comes to cybersecurity, that power is in your hands.